Hello, citizens. This is the Esperia Blade, and welcome to Star Citizen Rated. Before we rate, let's discuss the rating system. I like stats. Stats are useful. Here's some right now. But I started this rating system for myself in order to try and answer this one question. What ship provides the best experience in Star Citizen? I love what Star Citizen promises to offer, and I know the gameplay will come, but it's not here yet, and not all ships are made equal. So join me as I try to find the ship or ships that can give the most immersion possible in the current state of the verse. With that in mind, I have broken my review into two main categories: ship model and capabilities. With the ship model, we will rate visual detail, sounds, interactivity, crew accommodations, flight model, and quantum travel. And with capabilities, we will determine what kind of tasks each ship is capable of and to what degree. With all that said, here we go. Okay, the Esperia Blade. Very unique, an alien ship. I'm liking the texture. Looks really bumpy, like you could almost feel it. That's kind of cool. What are these, thrusters? Interesting. I like the design elements that they're going for. Interesting. It looks pretty cool. What is this? It looked like there's a lot of detail, but it looks really flat too, so that's kind of neat. Looks like a rib cage. I don't know, the thrusters on this look a little weird. Just like a flat orange. Not sure I like that. The design elements are really good though. And I do really like that bumpy texture they have on the paint. That's neat. And those things you could just spear someone with. That's kind of cool. Those the weapons. That's unique. So that's kind of it. It's a small ship. Not much to it. All right. Good sounds. I like it. It's a neat way to enter a cockpit. No clickable buttons though. So you pretty much have to keybind everything. That could be annoying. Let's start her up.
Systems activated.
Yeah. Nice. Whoa. Did I start the engines or blow up? Good sounds. Visibility seems okay, but the pillars are going to get in the way. I like the red. Oh, nice. The ribs actually do something and the wings fold back out. That is a really cool design. Let's see that again. Very cool. You know, CIG has some great animations in this game. It's really on point. Okay. Yeah, this thing's fast. It's got good acceleration. Even in atmosphere. It's still really limited in yaw, though. Just kind of weird considering how maneuverable this is. I guess you gotta bank and turn like a fighter jet. Which is odd, but I'm not gonna go into it. But I can't fault it. I mean, if CIG is going to stick with the yaw nerve in the atmosphere, then, you know, this is bang on point in my opinion. I'm definitely going to try some low-level bounties in this thing. See what it can do. Let's see how fast it can get out of atmosphere. Sounds really loud considering they're not coming from inside the cockpit. Definitely a unique sound though, for Star Citizen at least. God, that thing's cool. I like those engines. Oh my god. Is that the boost, really? This thing looks so awesome, and then the boost is like, meow. That's so funny. Okay. Ooh, red out. Good lord, I love how fast this thing is. I don't know if I've ever experienced that in other ships. I can just tell you how fast this thing is. Alright, let's try some combat. Okay, insert apology here. There's no combat footage. It wasn't recorded properly, and I don't have the Esperia blade anymore, so I can't go back and reshoot. It sucks. But let it be known that the Esperia blade is pretty fun in combat, and you'll see that in my ratings. Speaking of ratings, now on to the ratings. So for ship model, under visual detail, I gave it a 4. It has good detail with cool textures. The design is excellent, but some of the detail looks a little flat with no depth. Under sound, I gave it a 5. Other than the weak boost and overpowering lasers, the sounds are unique and give you that immersive feeling of flying in something alien. For interactivity, I gave it a 3. I wasn't really sure what to put here. There's basically one thing you can interact with, and that's the door, highlighting instead of a button. There are no buttons per se, so I can't fault it for not living up to certain potential. Instead, I'm just going to chicken out and go with a baseline 3. For crew accommodations, I gave it a 2. You've got a pretty good seat with a view, and that's it. It works properly and has good animation with no glitching, so I debated a 3 here, but I don't think it should score the same as the Banu Defender, which has 2 beds and storage, so a 2 it is. For flight model, I gave it a 5. Flight model is great for an alien light fighter. I really enjoyed flying it, though the yaw rate in Atmo is even more off-putting considering the nimble nature of this ship. However, I could get used to flying it like an F-16, no problem. For quantum travel, I gave it a 3. The quantum is what you would expect in a light fighter. It's not really made to travel the full system multiple times. Under capabilities for single-player combat, I gave it a 3. It's very fast, and it has 2 size 3 plasma cannons, 2 size 2 laser cannons, So a skilled pilot should make light work of some VHRTs, but I had difficulties. I had fun with several HRTs, but single light fighters are not really my speed, and I eventually found myself having troubles. For multiplayer combat, I gave it a 0. It's single only, no multi-crew. For hauling and trading, a 0. For specialty, a 0. Again, it's only built for single player combat, it can't really do much else. For planet hopping, I gave it a 1. It can move you from planet to planet, but nothing else. For party boat, I gave it a 0. It's definitely not a thing with this ship. So total, out of 54, it gets a 26. It's a single-purpose fighter with awesome alien visuals, animations, and sounds. If that's your jam, you should definitely check this ship out. If you're wanting something more, or you're like me and prefer slower-paced combat with beefier ships, you better look elsewhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked my video, please let me know by hitting that like button. You can also subscribe to my channel for more Star Citizen videos. I would also appreciate any feedback you can give in the comments below. Let me know what I can do to make more informative and enjoyable content. Thank you again, and I will see you all in the verse. Either I blew up or I teleported. I can't really tell.